You know, 2 years ago, there was a man that was on stage on AEW Dynamite. And he said, go, MJF, go. Go ahead and main event the buy one, get one free extravaganza. Hell, go across the seas and main event at the blood-sucking money show. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news coming off this 3-hour SmackDown. Saudi Arabia, the Saudis, have now gotten the Big Four, one of the Big Four. Next year, in 2026, Saudi Arabia is getting the Royal Rumble. And you know how bittersweet and hypocritical this is going to be when the man they call the voice of the voiceless is going to have to show up in Saudi Arabia to go perform at a show he was talking shit about.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest set for one fall.
It's go time.
Wait. So are they? Did they confirm that the Royal Rumble is actually going to be 2 nights?
Yes.
You're joking.
So they are. The rumors are true.
Yes. Moving forward, their Big Four PLEs will be 2 hours. It will be 2 days.
There should be Big 5 PLEs.
Which is the number 5th.
Let's see if I recall. There's SummerSlam. There's Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series. Isn't
that the Big Four?
That's the Big Four.
There's a 5th one. I know there's a 5th one. I'm on a blank. I'll figure it out later. Continue, man. It's gonna bug me.
It's okay. I'll cut this off anyways. But anyways, so yeah, Saudi Arabia, Big Four, is now gonna be the Royal Rumble. And fucking CM Punk is looking like a dumbass bitch. I want you guys to understand
Money
this,
in the
okay?
bank. That was it. Sorry, it just hit me.
That's not a Big Four.
Just like Elimination Chamber is not considered a big one either.
Yeah, they don't put Money in the Bank in stadiums like SummerSlam.
I could have sworn that was part of the Big 5.
Maybe Elimination Chamber because it was in Australia, but this is one thing.
Okay, my mistake.
I hate that I have to edit this shit out. Regardless, Big Four going to Saudi Arabia. And now a 2-day event in Saudi Arabia. Let me tell you something right now. We are witnessing this past year. I'll give the Fed the credit that they do. It was a big year for the Fed. However, they are about to stretch their audience really fucking thin. 1, Raw is now 3 hours on Netflix. SmackDown is now 3 hours. And now they're expecting for a PLE to be 2 days. That is Saturday and Sunday. Each being about 3 hours long. That is a lot of fucking content to watch.
Are this going to be 3 hours? Are they going to record on separate days? Or are they
No, it's going to be fucking live.
But they're going to record it all for one day, but stream it on 2 different days.
No, it's going to be fucking live.
Okay.
That's.
I think I understand WrestleMania needing to be 2 nights. I understand maybe SummerSlam, whatever. But the Royal Rumble, I think that's too much. Granted, I'll only be like really okay with it for it being in Saudi Arabia because they can afford that shit. And I think it should be just a one-off thing. I don't think it should be a yearly thing where it's a 2-night event for the Royal Rumble because I think the Royal Rumble is just a little special because you have the Rumble for one fucking night. And the winner of the Rumble goes to WrestleMania. That's really what it is. It doesn't need to be a 2-night thing.
Unfortunately, the product that they have right now in their eyes is too hot to fail.
Yeah.
And that is the problem that they're having. And the problem is the fact that this past winter on their live shows, CM Punk and Gunther was drawing out a 15,000 crowd in Chicago. This past SmackDown was 13K. This past Raw was 14K.
Yeah, their numbers are just going up and up.
But this is where I say they're stretching their audience thin. Because too much Fed is too much, and you're about to cause a much needed fatigue in WWE. Especially the fact that it's going to be 3 hours on Monday.
Fatigue?
Yeah.
Much needed? Don't you mean?
What do you mean a much needed fatigue?
That's what
I'm just saying because Fed people they be wild, but I'm just saying, 3 hours on Monday, 3 hours on SmackDown, then 2 nights on Saturday and Sunday.
I think realistically, WrestleMania being 2 nights, we see it as our Super Bowl. It's our Super Bowl. We see the Super Bowl.
Even the Super Bowl's not 2 nights.
It's not 2 nights.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I put it in perspective of the average American. We see it as our Super Bowl. Meaning you make time for it. You prepare for it. You buy dinner. You buy your hot wings. Whatever you want to get that day.
Do you like me some wings?
Exactly. When it comes to the Royal Rumble, just one night thing. And realistically, it was somebody that works, 9 to 5 on the weekends overtime. It's not gonna have time to see both nights. And I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna put the women's on Saturday and the men's on Sunday.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
And the women's pay-per-view night, it's gonna be less watchable than the Sunday nights because again, not a lot of people are gonna be tuning in because that's just how it is. Realistically, they don't have both nights. One night they have to decide to go out one night and the other night watch the pay-per-view. That's just how it is. It's not like your WrestleMania, which is the Super Bowl to us. So it is going to be stretched
Or
out 10.
SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Yes.
SummerSlam, yeah. But even SummerSlam was one night only too.
No, I believe it was 2 nights.
It's one.
It was right now it's one night, but this year's the past was night. It's going to be 2 nights. So the other thing that I'm sorry, I had to critique it. Saudi Arabia is very limited. You see, go watch and look at the pay-per-views. Look at the front row, and you tell me what you see. You tell me if you see fans, WWE fans. You tell me what you see. To me, that's very limited. To me, the performances, especially from the women's ever, is very limited. I don't like that. And again, that might be a preference. To me, I don't watch those shows. Unless Roman Reigns on it, I watch the main event. Not only that, the timing comes out in the fucking morning when I'm working. Or if you work overnight, you gotta work because you gotta relax. It's very, the timing is not very ideal for your typical wrestling fan, American fan. So to me, it has limitations. But again, Saudi Arabia is giving out a lot of fucking money. I can't doubt that. But hey, CM Punk, you say it here. You said it here on fucking Monday Night Raw. You here for the money? Guess what, bitch? Go to work. You gotta go to work. Eat your fucking words and go to work, bitch.
Which I think is very hypocritical, and I can't wait for him to be on there. But again, this is showing just how much
You really hate that man.
I
don't
hate
you?
that bitch, but more than I hate JD. But
Dude,
regardless,
Come on.
the situation here is very, very interesting because 2025 is indeed the war of the streaming wars between AEW and WWE. But more specifically, can WWE still continue this momentum going into 2025, especially now knowing that WrestleMania is 2 nights and everything else going forward? So far in the holiday season, it looked like they were doing phenomenal.
I feel like these motherfuckers are gonna turn every single pay-per-view into a 2-night event.
I think the big 4 will be 2 nights.
Big
No,
five.
I have a feeling in a couple
Big
of
4.
years they're gonna turn everything into a 2-night, every pay-per-view event.
And the problem is the casuals and the Fed bots will watch.
Isn't that? But that's what AEW.
The question is though, how would that be a problem? You're saying it's a problem. My
That's
question-
money.
If their numbers are growing and it shows no sign of slowing down, how is that a problem?
I think it's a problem because they're losing, and I say losing, they're at the cusp of losing a lot of their big timers. Drew McIntyre might be going part-time soon. If he's on the roster, he has kids. He's probably one of the part-time. Roman Reigns probably is on his way out. We
Okay.
know that.
What about Kevin Owens?
Cody Rhodes has
Seth
already said,
Rollins?
hold on, I'm getting there. Cody Rhodes said he doesn't want to go past 40.
How old is
He
he?
might change his mind.
That dude's hitting 39.
Okay.
He might change his mind.
I don't know.
What's his mind?
Randy Orton's leaving. He's also on a very limited time schedule.
How do you
He's
know?
done enough.
Kevin Owens, he has 2 more years
Randy
under his
Orton has
contract.
stated that he'll keep wrestling as long as he can.
As long as he can, but he's not going to be fully active. Well,
Randy's
who else you got?
Brock Lesnar's
Brock-
probably
Brock-
coming back.
he's a
I don't know.
right now he's in
a
a-
part-timer.
He's probably coming back.
And plus, right now he's under investigation.
Yeah, so he's not
that's-
coming back. Besides that, you don't have your big guys
Yeah,
anymore.
Gunther.
Gunther is a big guy. He's.
Can he sell out arenas? I mean, can he sell out, not arenas, excuse me, stadiums?
I don't believe
stadiums.
he can currently.
Internationally, he can.
Internationally,
he can.
yes.
You put that motherfucker in Austria or Germany, he'll sell out a fucking crowd. European crowds.
Like
are
I
reliable.
said, it's an interesting year for the WWE because we don't know how they're going. If there will be a viewer fatigue.
I think there will.
No.
I hope no. I don't think there is because wrestling is hot again.
There's still beer fatigue. I mean, even in AEW, look when Tony puts his fucking 6-7 hours pay-per-views, there's fatigue.
Yeah.
People don't watch all the matches. There is gonna be fatigue, and again, in my opinion, the women's are gonna be the ones that take the fall
suffer?
here because again, if it's they suffer because if the Royal Rumble is 2 nights, the first night is gonna be the women's. Nobody's gonna watch that. Everybody's gonna hey, let me go out this night. I come back on Sunday and watch the men's. That's just realistically what the American viewership is gonna do.
Unless they have good enough stories and characters to make people want to tune in to see what's gonna happen.
No, but again, I'm talking about the realistic American viewership. They have lives, man.
And
Well,
you know
not
what's
everybody's
crazy
rich.
about that? The women's rumble has been better than the men's these past
Exactly.
2 years.
Yes.
Yeah,
It has
yeah,
been.
but then again,
the funny part.
you put that on your typical weekend. What are you gonna do? Let me go out one night, the second night I watch it. Same thing for WrestleMania. Everybody knows that. Hey, if you can watch WrestleMania, skip the first night. The second night is the best one.
Well, this past WrestleMania honestly wasn't. It was a can't miss. It was a must because of the card that they had put on with The Rock and Roman Reigns teaming up against
Cody Rhodes
Cody
and Seth Rollins.
is it Seth Rollins? Okay,
Seth, yeah.
night 1, right? And then night 2, you have Roman and Cody. So it's like,
I think it
damn,
was-
you
what
can't
was it?
miss that shit.
What kind of combat did he said? Bloodline rules, something like that.
Yeah. So it really depends too on the card and who's going to be there. So
But again,
Yeah,
if you don't
I
have
agree.
Roman Reigns, then what happens?
Well, if you don't have The Rock either, because we don't know his fucking schedule.
We don't know his schedule.
I mean, he wants to be Hollywood again. Go ahead. Your movies are shit, though. Everybody's not watching your movies. So realistically, nobody went to watch that fucking Christmas movies. You did.
yeah, Red
Nobody
was,
did.
was really bad.
Yeah, nobody did. You only got paid. You're the only one that got paid.
Yeah.
But again, I think there's gonna be fatigue. There's gonna be a lot of fatigue, and again, your casual fans, your fucking feds are gonna keep watching. That's true. Again, just like I'm gonna keep watching AEW. That's no matter of fact. That's a fact. But it's really gonna be a time whether you gotta build superstars. You ain't got nobody besides once these big stars go, you ain't got nobody. You have Penta come in and build him up. You got all these guys that you can build up. I mean,
They don't.
Main event Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso. Pull the fucking title on his ass and build his ass up.
that's one that can,
Yeah.
honestly he could sell.
Yeah, he could
could
sell.
Yeah, don't do what
The
Tony's
dude's on.
doing. Well, he's not giving the title to Orange Cassidy. No, you actually take the fucking pulse and give it to main event Jey Uso, and then see what happened. Don't do what Tony's doing.
Okay, first of all, don't talk.
It's true. It's
don't-
true. You don't want to take chance. The moment you take a chance is the moment you build a star and you make it or you're breaking that star.
Tony Khan takes chances and he still gets criticized. But regardless of that, what I'm going to say is this in regards to the Fed.
Chances on who right now has chances in AEW.
I'm curious myself.
We'll have that's a different discussion.
Okay, keep
that's
going,
a
keep
different
going.
discussion. What I will say in regards to the Fed in 2025, in my honest opinion, if I want to piggyback on what you said though. You said it's something that's very very key that we have to bring out to light. The women division will suffer with this.
Yeah.
Because with the women being in Saudi Arabia, and if they are night one,
Oh, damn, I didn't think about that.
the entrances will be screwed, and their attire will be screwed. Because they have
Yeah.
a very strict policy for the women over there.
You say that, but when the women have performed in Saudi over the past couple of years, there haven't been any censorship of them. So I don't see why there would be now.
They'll cover up. Their bodies will cover up. Yeah, they have special shoots. If you go back and
I'll
watch
have
it,
to go and see.
you have to go
they
back
all
and
cover
they'll
it.
have
They
to-
have
yeah,
special. They have a special. I don't know if it's sweatsuit or not.
They have stockings that they wear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They can't show any skin whatsoever.
Yeah. But the
And
rules,
especially
the-
because I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
laws.
If you go back and watch Saudi matches, the women come out to crickets. Yeah. They don't
Again,
cheer for the
just
women.
pay attention to the front row and see if those are your typical fans.
They're not.
They're not. Those are people that can't afford those events just because they can.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, and not only
you
that, there's not a lot of chance either. It's not. It's not
shit.
your typical pay per view, which I don't understand why. I don't. And the fans' perspective, I don't understand why it was given to Saudi Arabia.
Money.
But
Money.
I know that's why I say on the fan perspective, I don't understand. But on the money side perspective, of course, money talks.
Exactly.
I just again, and I hate to I y'all know me, y'all been know me on this podcast. I fucking love AEW,
Damn.
but I just think it's very interesting to me that people like to complain about AEW pay-per-views being so long, but no one has yet complained about WWE being 3 hours, Monday Night Raw, and SmackDown being 3 hours.
Oh, well,
Y'all are okay with sitting there and watching all these fucking commercials for 3 fucking hours.
There's been people in IWC that complain
But
about
again, I'm just saying, like,
WWE being
there's,
too long.
but
I've seen it.
again, now 2 nights.
I still think it's too long.
Again, well, like I said, we'll see what happens. I'm very interested to see what happens. Again,
Let us know. You're gonna watch both night. You're gonna watch one night.
I'm sorry. I had to go back and just see. You guys were absolutely right, bro. That shit sucks.
yeah, it's sad, bro.
That
Hey,
shit
no,
sucks.
and I'm not used to a spare example. Just like a lot of fans, because they don't watch this pay-per-views because they're like, one, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna watch that shit, right?
No, I'm gonna be asleep.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't go and watch it, and it's gonna be the same thing unless they change the timing. But I doubt it. There's
no,
gonna
it's
be
not
at 8
gonna-
fucking p.m.
Oh my god! I'm just thinking about it right now. Just
Yeah, because
the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia for the women, they're all gonna be just completely covered up like they were before. That's just gonna look. Oh man, it's gonna be one of the most cringe-looking Rumbles of all time.
exactly.
Let us know. You're gonna watch for one night, second night. You're gonna skip one night. Let us know what happened. The comments, and we'll see you later.
Stay classy, nerds.
No, that's the wrong one.
Oh, right. Well, that's his catchphrase is
We'll
for this
say
one.
we'll see you in the comments below. This is Breaking Kayfabe.
Oh, fine.
Do it again.
And let us know.
We'll see the comments below. This is Breaking Kayfabe.
Are you listening? Damn.